Welcome back to lesson number 7, Explore Additional Opportunities. Now, what's the 7th step of Enhance? That's simply E for Explore Additional Opportunities. We've examined the market and notified the field. You've harvested the facts, you've done a great job announcing your offer, you've negotiated their concerns and handled their objections, and you've confirmed the agreement. You've got them to buy and they've said yes. Well, how do you finish up the selling cycle? Well, simply put, it's to explore additional opportunities. It's to simply ask your customer to help you help more people. It's your turn to see if the customer would be willing to share what you've been able to accomplish together. The reality is you appreciate the opportunity to provide the customer what you have to offer. The simple question becomes, who do you know that might need a similar offering as well? Who do you know that could use the benefit from working with you to understand and receive those same benefits? Who do they know that would feel the same good feeling in their heart by supporting this charity or this cause or want to participate in the exact same thing? It's simply asking for a referral. People love to help once you've developed a vested interest in you and each other. This is how you work to expand your network. When you pay it forward and you help your customer in advance of them becoming a customer, they're now far more willing to give you those referrals and the assistance that you need. Understanding this, when asked if a customer can't think of anybody or doesn't have anybody for you right now, that's okay. Don't press them too hard. That's not what this is all about. This is about a relationship. When you continue to love them and nurture them along the way, the opportunity exists that when the right time and the right person comes along, they'll give you the appropriate referral. Your responsibility is to stay in contact with them. Gaining a referral is really no different than understanding people buy from those they know, like, and trust. And they buy when they're ready. Well, if you know that, the people prefer to buy from those they know, like, and trust. They refer people when they're ready. So once again, when your customer understands what's in it for them, to make the referral, they know you, they like you, they trust you to treat their referral the same way that you would treat that person. And when they're ready to give it to you, they'll give it to you. It's the quality of the relationship that you gain will gain more referrals. The more you invest in them, the more your customers will invest in you in return. It's really that simple. Now, the exciting part about referrals, quite simply, is that by definition they come as pre-qualified leads. They've come recommended from somebody who has a working knowledge of you, your product, and the way your organization works. While they are predetermined and pre-qualified leads, this does not mean they're predestined to buy from you. They typically do have a predetermined positive attitude about you and your products because of the rapport that's been started with the referring party. When a customer refers a friend or a business associate, you need to make that first contact with them now. It's time to appreciate and leverage the original relationship with the customer and the person that they were referred by. But you still have a lot of work to do. See, it's all about you having the opportunity. Now, this is really simple. It's not easy, but it is really simple. It's like anything else. You have to develop the skills. You have to work towards it. The people you are referred to are not pre-sold, but they're predisposed to listen. Now, the exciting part is that in gaining referrals, these are quality customers giving you quality referrals. And the fact is that referrals are everywhere once you develop relationships. Everyone stands the potential to help you if you ask for it. But again, it has to be done the right way. That's why job number 1 is to ensure that your reputation, your customer care is beyond reproach. There cannot be a spot where anybody can point to you being out of integrity. Because when you're out of integrity, others will not want to be associated with you. They will not suggest anybody else be associated with you either. You must maintain integrity. You're going to work to create relationships with an extension of the people you already have relationships with. Now, bad news spreads like wildfire. That's exactly why you don't want any bad news. When you're truly coming from the heart consistently, the likelihood of bad news isn't very great. It's typically when you go back into your head and you make decisions elsewhere that, in fact, the issues are formed. Stay in your heart. Be in spirit, be in love, and be in joy. With that, you're going to satisfy people and stay within integrity. The reason is simple. A satisfied customer tells 3. A dissatisfied tells 11. The ratios are even bigger in today's instant communication society. You want to be in a place where customers are satisfied and they want to share the message of all the good you are doing. Another great way to explore opportunities is to be of assistance to other people. Use your talents, do what you do to help your community. By doing that, people will approach you and you will be given potential opportunities to talk to their organizations. Be a speaker and speak at industry shows or the Rotary Club, VFWs. There are all kinds of service organizations. When you present a topic of interest to the audience, you actually gain the reputation of being the expert in that area. The bottom line is, if you truly want to get referrals, to a certain extent you have to give referrals. When you pay it forward, you now become a safe haven for somebody to pay it forward to you as well. The main reason a person gives a referral in the first place is because it ultimately benefits them. It may verify that they've made a good decision. They gain status from both parties. There are a number of reasons. What you want to do is refocus your customers and solicit their help. Request their assistance to help you grow your business so you can serve more people. Way back in the insurance industry, I learned a wonderful way of refocusing the customer. The question or the statement was very simple. Here it is. I can either be looking for new clients or working with my clients. Quite frankly, I prefer to work with them. Is there any way that you think you can help me work with more people? And it's a wonderful question. It's a wonderful way of stating it because it is the fact. Going out and grinding out business is not fun. It's working with the people that's the fun part. When we explore additional opportunities and we ask for assistance, this all comes together. Another great way to explore additional opportunities I learned way back in the appliance industry many years ago was encouraging the floor salespeople to make the 72-hour call. The 72-hour call took place 72 hours after delivery of their appliance that had been purchased. There were guys that resisted these calls because they said, gosh, if I call, they're going to be yelling at me about a delivery that got messed up, or they didn't get this, or they didn't get that. Remember this first and foremost. If they have a problem, they're going to call you anyway. And if they don't call to make you aware of the problem, you've lost them forever as a customer. It's far better to be proactive and call and show that you truly care. Now, one of the first things you can do to explore additional opportunities is making the 72-hour call to ensure customer satisfaction with the process that's already been addressed. In other words, give them the comfort and the feel within the first 72 hours that they are valuable. Thank them for their confidence and belief in you and your organization. During the 72-hour call process, you have the opportunity to ask if the customer knows anybody who might be in need of your product, your service, or would like to participate in your cause along the way. When you have a relationship, asking for assistance is no big deal. It's only when they haven't gotten value from you that it becomes an issue. There's one final way to gain information after a sale, and that's with the best 2-question survey I have ever seen. And you know what? It's pretty doggone simple. It's something that I suggest you put into play immediately. Here's the question. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, how did we support you in this transaction? Or, how did you like our product? Or, how did you like working with us? Whatever the question might be, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, how did we do? And if it's anything other than a 10, the second question follows. Our desire is to have every interaction to be a 10. How could we make it a 10? What you're doing is you're simply going to survey and ask a very simple question. Why do you feel we're not a 10? More importantly, how can we get it there? This is executed in such a way that your customers will have the true desire to help you along the way. It's what heart-centered selling is all about. Now you've examined the marketplace, you've notified the field by making that first contact, you've harvested the facts, you've announced your offer, you've negotiated their concerns, and you've confirmed the agreement. You explored additional opportunities, and if you've recognized it now, because the people are exploring additional opportunities with new prospects, you go back to the original E of enhance, which is examine the market. The most exciting part of knowing enhance is being able to systematically work through the selling cycle. And when you put it into motion, when you put it into action, you can truly fill this pipeline over time and have sales continue to pour out consistently. Everybody becomes part of an opportunity to help you in one way, shape, or form. Do your part. Become an asset to everyone you come across. Just the other day, while discussing what becoming an asset means, instead of telling, it seemed like a better idea to ask. How can I become an asset to another if you don't know them? The answer that came up was, help them in some way. Like what, I was asked? I don't know them. Well, how about share a smile? It doesn't cost anything, and it will only make their day and stand the potential to make yours as well. Here's the point. Be an asset anytime in any way you deem appropriate. You can be and already are a game changer. Thanks again for being here for lesson number 7, exploring additional opportunities. Now let's get this into action. Take the worksheet that was included with this lesson and start to fill out the appropriate information to start moving you forward in doing a better job of heart-centered selling. To continue to learn more, you can always go to www.scottschilling.com to read any of my blogs, check out the various resources that are available to you, or simply grow within the heart-centered selling community. I truly appreciate you joining me for these 7 lessons. Please understand, if there's anything I can ever do for you going forward, please feel free to contact me. Until next time, this is Scott Schilling saying, so long for now. Looking forward to talking to you soon.